My topic for all of us today is DRO is the only way to go. Anybody joining me on that?
Yeah.
I thought so. For anyone needing a reminder or an explanation, I'm the messenger in the moment. Have you heard statements like divine right order, DRO, good, orderly direction? Everything happens for a reason, and we are never where we are for the reasons we think. Well, these all have one thing in common. They describe a concept of living that will bring peace to every cell of your body and change your life entirely by giving you a beautiful way to live and breathe in heaven on earth, right here. To my way of thinking, learning and believing in divine right order is a metaphysician's superhighway to God's intervention, also known as indestructible faith. I wasn't very good at faith, and in fact, I flunked the course many times. It's like one of those that we repeat it and we repeat it. However, this one is we don't just repeat it to repeat it. We repeat it to complete it. When I came to Harmony, I knew and understood divine right order and even had the bumper sticker. It was purple with gold trim, and I'm not kidding. Maybe if I'd gotten the t-shirt, I'd have gone to the front of the line for the Spirit Hotline for divine guidance. Truth was, just because I knew what it was, didn't mean that I surrendered to it or that I'd learned to trust it. I was still hanging on to my old illusions and listening to the echo in my head. Usually that's never a good thing. I'm in control of my own world. Do you have that message in your head? Okay, don't admit it, it's all right, I know it's there. And my ego didn't let me forget that my own world was totally, absolutely different from each of yours. Since I have learned, these two spiritual truths rock my world. Number one, divine right order is at work every moment, even if you don't know it. And number two, your world and my world are one. The illusion that they're not just gives us a big cosmic headache and wreaks havoc in every area of our life. Fitting and forcing square pegs in round holes is exhausting. And God did not intend our lives to be struggle and strife and agony of defeat. He designed our world perfectly with the gifts of divine guidance and an inner intuitive compass to keep us all on track at all times. Another magical gift he gave us was connecting our lives together for the express purpose of helping to guide one another when we need it the most and know it the least. It's timeless. Divine right order works in and through us every minute, and it will never lead us astray. Regardless of what our reality tells us, God's reality trumps ours every time. In the words of D.T. Suzuki, the truth is always near at hand, within your reach. To allow divine right order to work in our life, first, we must answer two questions. Would you want this to be true? Every event that befalls me is absolutely the best possible event that could occur. And secondly, more difficult part is to truthfully answer this question. Will I give that a chance to be true? Now, imagine that God appeared right before you in this instant and said, I promise you that everything that happens to you from this moment forward will be of the greatest benefit to you and will bring you the utmost good fortune. Now, also suppose that God continued and said, even though what happens will sometimes appear unfortunate or hurtful, in the end, your life will be wonderfully blessed and hugely benefited for whatever happens. How would that feel? Wouldn't you be able to just let out a big sigh of relief? I think it might be the best news we'd ever heard, if we could hear it. And then, wouldn't you respond to the next thing that happened, even if it was hurtful, or took something from you, or seemed bad or unlucky, as though it was going to be wonderfully beneficial for you and the best possible thing that could have happened? If you didn't answer yes, I'll try to be a little clearer. I wasn't speaking of a phrase commonly heard as, try to make the best of it. Which means the situation really is bad and terribly unlucky, so you better do whatever you can do to salvage some bit of good out of it. That's definitely pure negative thought, creating energy, and I wouldn't use it if I were you. I am speaking of God's unlimited storehouse of infinite possibilities. I'll repeat it again. I'm speaking from God's unlimited storehouse of infinite possibilities. And there is such a place, where every event that befalls us is absolutely the best possible event that could occur. That there is no other event imaginable that could benefit you in any greater degree. Now, with that complete understanding, wouldn't you really, really exhale and feel a great burden lifting from your shoulders? And respond to the next thing that happened, regardless of its appearance, as though it was the best possible thing that could have happened. I would like to think we all would.